How's the volume? Can everyone hear me? Is the background music too loud? Notification brought me here. That's what we like to see. What's up, boys? Is the volume good? You guys all hear me? Turn up as I had it. Okay. I don't want it to be too loud. It's just like background music. Damn, you sound sexy, man. Okay. I'm gonna tap down a little bit. Okay. I'm just gonna let a few more people come in and then we'll start. Okay. How's everyone doing? It's cheeky breaky time. Okay. My first time here. Welcome, man. Thanks for coming. I'm gonna get some popcorn. Hey, Spagboy, how you doing, man? I don't know if I'm gonna do demos in this stream, but if I do, just send them to that email. Yeah, we got the Corona beers. Oh, you got a new version? Have you sent it in? Yeah, Tom, this ID's mad, isn't it? Hey, Ben. I'm going to keep looking this way, by the way, because I've got the chat up here. Got some lemonade and vodka, of course. Mate, who else misses progressive house like this? I really miss this kind of music. The stream is actually set to start at 35. So when it gets to 35, we'll start. Sweet, you sent it in. Awesome. Same, man. I miss it. Sweet, Anisko. Awesome. Yeah, Ed, you want to see which one it is? ID and ID versus also knows. Back where I belong. I hope you're listening in one ear, Ben. If you want to get a demo on stream, you might want to send it pretty soon because it's filling up quite a bit. So I'll probably only do a short feedback session. You have an idea? What's that, man? You should bring out the flute. Yeah, Puppet. I love Puppet so much. Yeah, I might do demos in a bit. It's not a demo stream, but I might do. Like, I don't know if anyone would want to watch me produce live. Like, I feel like it wouldn't be interactive at all. But if you think there'd be something cool to watch, I don't think watching people produce is very exciting. But then maybe that's just me. Pokemon sesh. Mate, I actually plan on doing one. You're welcome, man. Hope you're hanging in there. Hi, Mervin. How you doing, man? If anyone's just come in, the stream is due to start at 35, so I'm going to start about that time. If anyone does have a demo, send it soon-ish because it's filling up pretty quick. I'm not going to be doing one for too long. Yeah, I noticed that. How you doing, man? I didn't even know it was Monday. Show us your favourite Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Mate, all these stream ideas. We'd be here for too long with that one. I think this guy is so underrated. Matt Jaden. I love his progressive cards. Nah, man, I don't know what day it is anymore. I'm so lost. Yeah, it's a cool little community, isn't it? I like it. I back this opinion. Yeah, never coming back is awesome, isn't it? Nah, Con, I'm not in work anymore. I have to go in every day just to do a security check, but that's it. I swear it's Monday. Yeah, it's Monday. Yeah, Never Coming Down. It's so good. In the UK, it's just gone 8:30. I'm gonna rename some of these tiers as well. Just to like... Yeah, I just was experimenting today. I just made this. I thought it'd make some good background music just for while we warm the stream up. Yeah, I thought it'd be quite interactive to do. Something different. Thanks, Ben. I made it today. Just tried. It started off as like a kind of like a pop punk track, but I couldn't make a good guitar, so it kind of went a bit ambient, but it's quite cool, I think. Yeah, I like the like trap drums in the break, and then you just don't expect the pop drums to come in. Yeah, kind of cool. I think it might take a little bit longer, but I think for the tier list, it'd be quite cool to do like on each song, like a bit of background or like how the song came about or any problems with the song. You know, what it did for me as a producer, that kind of thing. I don't know if you guys would want to hear that sort of stuff, but yeah, we're fully in lockdown. Just essential travel. This is such a nice song. Also, does anyone notice any songs I'm missing? I think I've got them all from like 2016 onwards, or pretty much all of them. I might put them in order of when I think they came out. This might be a little bit wrong, but this is probably very wrong. Maybe like that. First fairy tales.
I never thought I'd see the day again. Knew I
Yeah, get your beer. Yeah, that piano is amazing, isn't it? Song. It was Someday. The Avicii remix is not there, I don't think. I forgot about that one. So I did it from 2016 onwards, Ben. I think they were 2015, I think. Because if I did 2015, there'd have been so many. I released so many songs that year. Collaborations. 99% blue and pink. Yeah, you know, man. Someone's probably laughing at how bad this order is right now, but yeah, like that's not there. Where's that? Like there? I think that's kind of accurate. Would you guys want to hear like backstory on the songs, or would you want to just put them in the list? Let me know. We fucked it. Yeah, Ed, I was surprised how many songs I've actually released. Considering I hardly ever release music, I was quite surprised. Fit him into the A category. I think for the categories, I'm going to have to base it on when they first came out. Because if I did it now, I'd be very biased towards some that I don't like anymore. Yeah, backstory. Yeah. So I think for A, I make A maybe like special to me as well. There's a few on here that like are quite special. Yeah, backstory. Some of them are quite interesting actually. I wonder if I can get 19 remixes. I know what I could do. Right, if I can do this quickly. If I put nearly all of the songs I can find from that list on my SoundCloud as a private link, then we can actually listen to some of them, because I don't even remember what some of them sound like. Okay. Missing fairy tales. Man, fairy tales are still there. Nova's so good. I know, but I couldn't put them in, Melvin, because I don't like any of them really. I didn't want to just shit all over them. I wanted it to be like official releases. I didn't want it to take too long. Okay. I need to try and find return. I don't know if I still have return anymore. Silverado bench seat. Yeah, it's sick, isn't it? It's quite old now, but it is a cool song. Which other ones do I need to upload? I need to get Sunset. Oh man, I don't know if I have that anymore. Making toast while watching this. Hey man, how you doing? I'm just getting this all ready to go. I'm a bit behind. I can't see the chat at the moment, by the way. I'm just uploading some of the songs that I haven't got on my SoundCloud anymore. Okay. Sunset. What's my favorite food? I don't know, you know. Probably like a good like Indian takeaway. Okay. I think I've got all the songs. That is true. That is true. It's close. It's close. Depends what mood I'm in, I suppose. Right. I'm gonna quickly go grab another beer, and then we'll start. Record a special vid. Chinese chow mein. Okay, right, let's do this. So, for the tiers, I'm going to try and do it so when it came out. So I'll try and put myself back in that position, because otherwise, like I said before, there's some of these on here that I don't like anymore. And I'm going to try not to do it too much on mix. Just sort of how I feel about the song. And obviously you guys help me out in the chat. Let me know what you think. Some of you probably haven't even heard some of these songs. Like, some of these are really old. So I've sort of done it from when I started moving away from Tropical House. So I don't know if some of you guys were around when I first started, but I made Tropical House. And then we moved, sort of me and a few others, sort of moved at the same time into like melodic house. But at first, I didn't really want to go for like just the normal melodic house. I was kind of trying to do kind of like Laszlo. I don't know if you guys listen to Laszlo, like old Laszlo mixed with like melodic house. So that's where this first song came from. So it was sort of one of my first times. I can't remember which order it was exactly out of the new songs, out of the old songs, sorry. But it was definitely one of the first songs I did after making Tropical House. I don't know if you've heard it. I'll play a little bit of it. I'm not going to listen to the whole thing. So it's kind of like electro-y. I released it on Epic Vibes, which at the time was a label a little bit similar to Summer Sounds. That sort of size, run by Jordan, Calvin James, and John. Best NX song, Grow Up. I probably agree with you, man. I'll give this a little bit of a skip. Can you guys hear it? Okay. Like, I'm struggling to listen back to this right now. Okay, yeah, that's enough of that. So, I think it's kind of a throwaway song for me, honestly. I never carried on that style. I think I probably put it in E, I reckon. I forget I have it. I didn't even remember I made it, so I started making this list. Airwave or Epic Vibes? Mate, that's not even close. You're just you're just trying to wind me up. Nah, it wasn't on Airwave. Yeah, I might be doing some feedback afterwards. Just send to this link. Hang on, let me pop it in the chat. Send to this email, sorry. Okay. Next up was Sunset. So this one's got quite a long backstory to it. So back in 2016 or end of 2015, I can't remember when we made this. I was a massive fan of Axel, who was called Axena at the time. And I heard this ID from him from somewhere. It might have been from Lynn. And I was like blown away by the melody. I got so excited. It was the guitar melody on the intro. Remember that. So I don't know if there was a drop melody yet, but it was just... So this melody on the intro I was obsessed with. And I tried so hard to get myself on this song, because it was originally just Axena and Lynn. And eventually, I think Axel kind of dropped out, which is why it's only featuring. And Lynn then asked me to jump on the track with him, which was awesome. I was so gassed when we first made it. This was like my first sort of introduction to melodic house. Luminous was on repeat back then, at least a beat. Abs, that is embarrassing. I better not be. Again, I'm gonna have to turn this one off because I can't stand listening to it. But for the time, I thought I quite enjoyed it. I think I'll go C. I don't even know if yeah. So some of these I've removed them from my profile. So anything before Celestial has been removed from my profile now. You can still find them on YouTube and stuff, I think. But Tobu vibes in the drop, yeah, 100%. This is when I was obsessed with Tobu, like Tobu, Xero, Itro, like obsessed. If Never Forgotten isn't on A, I'll be disappointed. But I don't know if any people in this chat were even. I know Ben, Lance was around when like I was releasing these songs. Tom was around, I think. I don't think many other people were around when these sort of songs came out. Wasted Moments. Oh man, remember Vivid? That was my first melodic song ever. Oh no. Oh, thanks for your message, Ali. I can't. Am I actually on the big screen? Return is my fave, so please give a backstory. Yeah, I will do. So, Return. So again, this was the same kind of situation. So, me and Axel weren't really, like, we're quite good friends now, but we weren't really good friends back then. Like, we kind of knew each other, but we did all our work through Lynn. So Lynn kind of connected us on the songs. So I don't think for either of these I actually worked directly with Axel. I think Axel and Lynn worked on the songs first. But Return had a different melody, and we changed it. I don't think I'd ever be able to find the other melody, but it used to sound quite a lot different. But this was when, I think, did Bromance come out first? No, I think Return came out first. I think. But this was when no one had really done triplets yet. I think we got the idea from like an old Martel like Instagram video, and he's like previewed like a melodic house song, but it was in triplets. And I remember thinking at the time it was the coolest thing. So we first heard it on Pandora. Oh man. So yeah, so we tried. Well, Axel was the genius behind most of it, I think, if I remember correctly. I think he made the new melody. And then, like, crazy enough, some guy who does violin got in touch with us. I did a violin remix of it, which was crazy. And that got played at a show, and there's a video online somewhere of everyone dancing to it. But again, it's one of those songs, like, I don't really like listening back to it. I'm going to skip it through a little bit. I still really like the melody. Like, the mix hasn't held up at all. But I still really like the melody. It did really well on Spotify. Like, I think it got like 300k, which was crazy. But I removed it off my account just because I didn't really like how the mix sounded. It wasn't the kind of style I was doing anymore. I was kind of moving more towards like ambient and melodic kind of crossing over, which you can hear in like my later melodic stuff. But this earlier stuff, it was just kind of like get as many melodies into the song as you can, intros, breaks, like variations on melodies. But it was fun though. Like, we used to just make a song over a couple days and then just release it. Oh, I wonder if I can find the video. I don't think I'll be able to find the video. Remind me later on the stream, and this guy will try and find it. It was like a big, it looks almost like a massive wedding, and everyone started Irish dancing to it. Yeah, I will show you Oceans at the end. Yeah, Truman. I think a lot of people did. When Return first came out, like when we first dropped it, like it brought a lot of people over to my page. I think because it was so different, and Axel smashed it. Yeah, like he always smashes it. To be fair, I think I think the song is probably C tier, but for what it did for me and like my little boost when I was like a melodic preacher starting out, like it helped me so much. Again, it got on Epic Vibes, and at the time that was quite a big deal to get on Epic Vibes. Like I was quite good friends with Jordan. I used to do art for him, so I think it was a little bit easier for me to get on there. But it was, it wasn't the easiest thing to do to get on there, and it definitely helped grow my page a little bit. Because back then it's a little bit different now, but in 2016 it was quite important and not easy, but easier to grow your SoundCloud. Like now it's really hard to get SoundCloud followers because I think people just aren't listening on SoundCloud anymore. The best of NX mix. Do you know what I was gonna do? But I don't know if people would watch it. I was gonna do like a 30-minute live stream of me actually like DJing and playing all my songs back to back, because I have like full mixes of all my songs. Like all my songs have a version with an intro and an outro. I didn't know if that would be boring though. I feel like you'd just go on my SoundCloud and listen to it instead if you wanted to, you know. But I'll see. Yeah, Axon, how you doing, man? Okay, so Celestial. So this is another old one. Oh man, I'm gonna have to scroll so far for this. Okay. Okay, right. Sorry if the high frequencies are too much. I don't know what I was doing with the lead on this. So this was the first song that I did when I made Melodic House, like purely on my own. And everyone was kind of using the same lead. And I kind of wanted to try something new. Narcos enters the stage. So I tried to do like more of a plucky, like sort of tropical house lead with it. And quite a fast melody. And this was sort of the start of how a lot of my songs would go in the future, with like the fast, repetitive melody. But this song did bits for me. And to get on Airwave back then was a massive deal for me. Like it was my dream to get on Airwave. So I was so hyped. I was so hyped when I got that email back. It's got 21k on SoundCloud as well. It did pretty well. Listening to it now, I have no idea why. but like it was massive for me. And I don't know if it's the same anymore. I don't really send stuff to Airwave that much anymore. But when you used to send to Airwave, people would never get replies. And like when Chris actually replied to me about it, I was so happy, because when I first started making music, I always liked Avicii on the radio and stuff, but the reason I started making music was because of Axero and Itro's song Move, which I found just randomly on Airwave, and I always remember the picture. So on Airwave, the picture is like someone dancing, and it's like painted, and it's got like a red background. Like, I don't know, it's so nostalgic to me. And to get on the same channel that like I just started making music from, like, was crazy. I was so happy about it. And it was quite different for its time, but it just hasn't aged well. But I'm gonna have to put it in special, because like at that point in time, you got like a certain level of respect for getting yourself on Airwave. It held quite like a, no, it wasn't. It didn't hold you up high, but it's like not a lot of people could get on there. The melody's so random, yeah. It's ear piercing, mate. The highs. I've got a hood on, and I can still hear them piercing my ears. Yeah, he doesn't. He might still not reply. He never used to reply. Apparently, he's got better. But like I sent so many songs before then, and I was just. A lot of people would just say like as well, I just can't be bothered to send anymore. Like, just keep sending. Always send your stuff. Because you never know, you know. How did you manage to get your own signature sound? So I would probably say that I didn't get my own signature sound, and I don't think I still have it, but I wouldn't say I actually got it until like Waiting for You. Because when I first made Waiting for You, I literally like kind of made it by accident, and I was sort of sitting there and I was like, I've never heard anything like this. Like I know there's similar things, like it's similar to like the Chainsmokers and stuff, but the actual whole sound design and sort of vibe of it, that like ambient intro into like quite an aggressive drop with a distorted guitar vocal chop, like I had never heard anything like that before. So I kind of knew instantly, like the second I kind of got going on that song, I kind of knew that was my signature sound, so to speak. But if you're talking about my signature melodic sound, I'd probably describe it as like ambient breaks, not very much percussion. I like to just keep the percussion and drums to the drops usually, so like quite ambient breaks, and then not so much of an aggressive drop, but like I would say relatively aggressive, and I'd like it to sort of come out of nowhere almost, and just kind of feel good, you know. But it's not very unique in melodic terms. Hey Alex, how you doing, man? But I don't think the song is A tier by any means, but for what it did for me as a producer, I've got to put Celestial up there because it just helped me so much. So next was Bromance was first. Okay. But I think you know when you find a sound that you feel is unique in yours, I think you know pretty much instantly. And you will abuse the shit out of it. I would say the hardest thing is just to not copy anyone, because I know how it is, and I've done it, and we've all done it, where you hear something you like and you just want to make the same thing. And obviously feel free to, but if you can make your own thing, it's just a different feeling. It just feels better. Okay, so Bromance. These are getting a little bit more recent, I think, so people will probably be more familiar with these. So how Bromance came along is, me and Joe were working on Our Story first. I actually might be able to find the old version of Our Story. Maybe. Because it sounded so different before. So Joe DM'd me. So Pilton, sorry. He DM'd me on SoundCloud. One of the first people I spoke to. Just about making some melodic songs, and I'd never heard of him before, so I checked out his stuff. It was really cool, and we made another song before Bromance and Our Story, but I wanted my name removed from it before it got released. I was on holiday and I couldn't like fix it up or work on it really, and I felt wrong to put my name on it, so Joe finished that one up on his own. And then he sent me over the stems for Our Story, but it was a completely different song, and I was playing around with it. And I sent him back the demo for Our Story, the one you hear now. And we kind of vibed off it. And then we were just in a call. And I randomly just made some chords while he could hear. And I just randomly put a melody over it in a couple minutes. And I was just playing it. And like we both like kind of stopped. And knew that like, it sounds weird saying it now because I don't think it's anything special anymore. But at the time, we were like, this is something cool. And I think Return was after Bromance. So we did Bromance first for the triplets. So this was really different at the time. And I think as much as I don't really like the song anymore, a lot of people do hold it up quite high. Like, I think the whole intro and like breaks, like Joe killed some of the breaks on this. So like these intro melodies are all Joe. So I think the only thing I really did was the build up and the drop. I think Joe mixed it. But Joe's so good at breaks, man. You don't really hear it that much anymore because his new music's not the same, but these old melodic songs, he used to be so good at the breaks. Yeah, Con, your style is unique, man. But there's nothing wrong with copying a song if you change it. There's nothing wrong with copying a song anyway, you know, but... Yeah, so I got it wrong. This came first before Return. So this was quite different. And obviously it got on Airwave again, which was crazy. Me and Joe was so hyped. Because for melodic, Airwave was like the pinnacle. Like there was another one, I think Lance will help me out in the chat. It began with D. Was it Diversity? But I think Diversity and Airwave were like the top ones. Because no one was going on NCS, you know? But I kind of kept this style going with like the melodies on the breaks for like 1, 2, 3, probably 4 songs. It wasn't until Fairy Tales that I kind of changed my style. And I actually went for more like ambient breaks. But I would have to say like I'd put Bromance B tier probably. I think actually I'll swap Celestial and Bromance because it got on Airwave as well, but also I think it's just a better song. Made a mashup of that. That's awesome, man. The best is yet to come still has a place in my heart. Do you know what? I wish I released the best is yet to come as the original Fantasy. I wish I did because that's what it used to be. Yeah, Ben. Everyone would get so hyped, didn't they? It was never happening. So next we've got Our Story. Like, I love the art for Our Story. Jordan Calvin James actually sent me the preset for this art. But this is when, like, I don't think I was the first person, or we were the first people to use a whistle on melodic, but definitely one of the first. And I think it inspired quite a lot of other people, which is really cool. Like, a lot of people still today will ask me what whistle we used. So it's pretty crazy. Let's see if I can find the other version of it. I don't think I'll be able to find it. But I still really like the intros on this and the breaks. That bass. Oh man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it. I really want to find it. Our Story would sound cool if we made it into a dance pop track. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I really like the ARP still. The second drop, yeah, so with Our Story, I made the first drop and Joe made the second drop. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, the second drop's awesome. I got fun memories of Our Story though. Like, those were good times. Just used to be able to just make songs in like a couple of weeks and just release them. You just can't do that anymore. I'm gonna have to put it in B tier. I like Our Story. I think the artwork's pretty cool as well. Like with the clouds and stuff, it kind of fits it. So Sex on the Beach. I don't want to play this one really. um, so this is when I've done quite a few melodic songs back to back. And I wanted to make something different, and this actually started off as a remix of Jafar. No, what song was it called? It was an old Jafar song. I can't remember which one it was, but it did really well. And he let me remix it. Yeah, the whistle was a stock FL one, yeah. Yeah, I don't really know what I was doing with this song, man. It was weird. Kind of like tropical house-ish. So that vocal is just the vocal from the original song I remixed it from, pitched up and just reversed and cut up. Sail, that's it, Sails, yes, yeah. But just a kind of weird song. I never revisited that style. I'm gonna put it in D tier. Now, I think My Wish came next, I think. Maybe. 4 years ago? Yeah, 3 years ago. So My Wish came next, I think. Or, I don't know, How We Do came next. I'm not going to play that one because of the copyright, but this was a banger back in the day. Thank you, man. I'm not sure about that, though. So, I'm just going to go straight away and put How We Do in E tier. I hate it. I have no idea why it's got that many plays. I just made it in a live stream. Like, it wasn't even mixed or anything. And it's done the best out of all my songs I've ever released on SoundCloud, which is actually quite annoying. Even the instrumental did really well. I don't understand. I think SoundCloud must be very kind to it with, like, the algorithm. So this was another like triplet, and I just got Contact guitars, and then 4 years ago Contact guitars were like I think Dustin showed it to me, and I was like, I have to get this. But everyone was using the like normal strum one that they still use now, and I was like, let's just try this kind of weird one. Like, it's that vocal is not mixed well at all. But I quite like this one still. How We Do is sick. Wow. I think I'm going to put this one... I think I'm going to put this in D tier. I like the chord preset. I forgot I used that. That's quite cool. But I was just trying to make melodic, like, as different as I could with, like, my limited skills at the time. It was quite hard, though, like... Because I think the stuff that was more generic just did well. It did better, and I think it still does now. Unless you have something that's different that's really cool. Remade this remix, it was proper shite. I mean, the sound design on the lead's quite cool, I suppose. But yeah, I don't really like that song anymore. It doesn't hold anything very special for me. Walk Away. I remember when I heard this, I just really wanted it just to not have a drop or anything. Like, I just wanted it to be like just focused around her singing, because I thought her singing was awesome. And in the like, even the acoustic version that Mako did, it had this instrumental part with her like singing over the top that was like, I think it was like vocal runs or something, and I still didn't really like it, so I tried to take it out and just like edit it like that. And I actually still really like this. Like, the mix isn't great, but I revisit it every now and again. Madison Beer is mad. She's so good. I'm slightly biased because the reason it's so good is because of her singing. But like, I'm going to put it in like C. I think it's okay. How Mako like filtered that ARP coming in, I just think it sounds so cool. Yeah, her vocals are mad, aren't they? But yeah, I think it's okay. The mix isn't great, but for what it was 3 years ago, it was quite different for me because obviously up till then I'd just been doing tropical and melodic. And even though now I make more pop stuff, back then it was quite different. There's a part of me that always feels like a little bit guilty if I don't have like a drop or like a cool melody over it. We don't always need it, you know? Like an instrumental section. Yeah, I still like this remix. I remember I sent Ben a version with the melody. And I think when I released it, he like messaged me like, where's the melody version? I'm pretty sure it was Ben. Because it used to have like an instrumental with a melodic house drop. Yeah, Lance. Axel's remix was his melodic one was so good, wasn't it? Everything Axel does is mad though. Like Granger Smith's fire though.
Take you out and try to win you. My boots and jeans don't go so well with white tablecloth.
Country Boy remix. I wonder if I can find the version with the actual drop. It used to have a drop. Let me try and find it. But I think it was pretty cool. I'll put it in C. Like, I still would love to make a country dance song. Oh, I'd love to. It's just, you've got to have a good guitar, you know? You can't use contacts. Anton, my man. My man. How long would I spend making a remix? So for remixes, for like this one. No, not that one. Not that one. I'd probably say for like 3/4 of them, probably like a week. But I made Walk Away was in a day, Cold Water was in a day. But this is when I didn't used to spend as much time on music. Like, it was at a point where you would just make something and release it. Like 3 years ago, the whole scene was a lot different, and you could just make a song, release it, and it would still do really well with no promotion. Well, really well for like the size that you were, with no promotion and stuff. But now, like, I feel like it's so different, and you have to kind of market to other places because people don't really listen on SoundCloud much anymore. Let me see if this is the one, but not too long. I spend a lot more time on music now. Country dance Axe Dance collab. Mate, we were there before it was cool. Okay. What we got next? So we got Adventure Awaits. So this was the biggest gap between me releasing music, I think ever. I spent a lot of time between Sex on the Beach and Adventure Awaits before I made another single. And it's because the sort of people I was talking to at the time were making like a lot better music than me, but they were releasing it less frequently and spending a lot more time doing it. So I kind of wanted to take that approach and spend a lot of time. I remember with Adventure Awaits, I was back and forth with Kevin about like a release plan. And this was the first time doing like promotion and actually having a video done for it. And like there is so many different versions, so many different melodies on the song, so many different breakdowns. And I think it kind of shows like the difference in quality from like Adventure Awaits onwards. I think sometimes you just gotta like take time and reflect a little bit. But normally any single takes me longer to do than a remix because the remix gives you a lot to work with. For like a song now, I'll usually spend like over a year on each song, just working on it. Like Grow Up, I started at the end of 2017, and like even now I've got songs I haven't released that I started in like the same couple weeks. I just spend a lot of time on music, just trying to get the best I can. But like I really like Adventure Waits, and I was so proud of it when it came out. And this is when I got quite good friends with Kevin as well, and it was nice to have a label that like was really invested in you as well. Like I gotta put it in beta. I loved Adventure Awaits. Purple Skies. Yeah, man, I remember that song. I think you're the only fan of that song. Damn, Mel, 1.5 years, man. You got to finish them up. I think about how I think of NX. I appreciate that, man. This shit never gets old. Yeah, man. I think Adventure Awaits has held up pretty well. One of the golden boys of melodic house. I think for me, I was just lucky that I started when I did. It was so much easier then. Like, you had people at the top like Tobu, Xero, and like Amacy, but I think it was Dustin, but it was Amacy at the time. And you had like Sterner, William Eck, and then you had like a group below that, and we were all like fighting over like melodic house songs. People used to steal melodies all the time. It used to be so toxic. Like if you were around back then, I don't know if many of the people in the chat were making melodic house or like in this scene. Back in like, this must have been like 2016, 2017 at Push. People were stealing melodies all over the place. You'd never send someone demos unless you really trusted them. If it was good, because people would just steal it. That's how it was. But yeah, I really like Adventure Awaits still. I think a lot of people still do as well. It's one of the songs that I probably get asked the most about a mix. Like, how did I do the kick and the bass and stuff? And it's just that really heavy sidechain. Like, really heavy. Okay, so now, I would say this is where, like, in my opinion, my producing career, like, actually started from Fairy Tales, really. Like, I know I was making music back then, but, like, this is when I felt like I began to grow, like, an audience. And this is when I began to really enjoy, like, actually putting out music and not just making it. Like, the marketing side and trying to make the art look really unique and cool. But I think this is probably, I would say, the majority of people's favorite song of mine. Probably. So, backstory on this. When I first started making music, I don't know if anyone will remember him. I don't remember his name. What was his name? Locke had a song called Take Off with C-Div. I think that's it, C-Div. And I was obsessed with it. And I was trying so hard to like get in with Locke. And I'd like send him messages and he'd respond every now and again. And I sent him an early demo of this. It sounded a lot different, but it was an early demo. And he was kind of hyped on it, and he took it and he worked on it for like a day. And sent it back. And that was it. He made it. I sent it back to him and he made another version, but we lost it. It crashed and he never remade it. So he only got to work on it once. Like the version, I see if I can find the version he actually sent back. It didn't sound too much different, but it was still really cool. And I was so mad when it crashed and I couldn't get it back. It still had the same melody and stuff when I sent it over to him, but he did so much to the actual song. I made it sound so cool and like full. Let me see if it's on here. But this song holds a real special place. Like, I'm just gonna go straight for where it should go, in my opinion. Like, even down to like the intro ARP. I think people, even to this day, still will message me asking how I made that ARP. And like, I think it does sound cool with the whole atmosphere and like the little impact as the song comes in. I really like Fairy Tale still. I can't stand the mix on the original one. Let me see what I can find. But this is when I really started to try and do this sort of less drums and more like less melodies as well, and more of this like ambient sort of intro that I kind of kept all the way up to probably up until around here. It's about a year ago. I still kind of do it as well, but when you have a vocalist on stuff, it makes it easy. You don't have to fill it out. But when we made this melody, I was so hyped, and it didn't take us long at all. It was, sometimes they just come so quick. And when I made this, I was so before I did this song, and again, I'm not trying to claim that I invented it because obviously I didn't, but like the reverse build, where people would do builds and take all the highs out and build out from lows. So I thought I'll just take all the lows out and have it like side chaining coming in, as if it was like actually flying in. Because I remember when I made Fairy Tales, there's an artist on DeviantArt called Aurora Lion, and she does really cool art. And I remember I was just looking at this picture of Toothless, and she drew it, like painted it, like flying. And I was like looking at the art while I was making the song, and it just felt right to make this sort of melody and stuff fly in like it does. It just fit with the picture so well. I'll try and find the picture. But like it worked really well. I was quite happy with the build. And this was the first time as well that I sort of carried this on afterwards, but tried experimenting with like the sort of moving bass instead of it just playing the bass notes. But I was so happy when that came, and it got an airwave as well. I was so happy. But it was great, but also quite sad because Locke, by the time it came out, Locke didn't even hear the final version. Like when it came out on Airwave, he actually messaged me and he was like, "Oh mate, you made it sound so good," because he lost all interest with it. And like I was in a call with Ben and Lance yesterday, and I was saying to them like he is definitely one of the most talented producers that just doesn't put any effort in and should, because and everything he makes is just really good. Here's the artwork. I'm gonna just. I'll play the other version. I found it. I've got it on my SoundCloud now. So the artwork was called "Let the Wind Carry Us," and like, I pretty much made everything you hear just looking at this picture on a different monitor. So this is the photo. It makes me think, looking back, how different the song might have sounded if I didn't find the image. But like that's just the photo that I looked at for that making it. So it's quite nostalgic. Again, I think that's why I'm putting it quite high on the tier list, just because it's of the nostalgia factor. But so after we had the first basic build of the song, kind of how it sounds now, I sent it back to Locke, and then Locke did this. So the song would sounding more like this if Locke had actually finished up his version and sent it back. It's still a really cool version. Fairy Tale's my biggest inspiration. That's so awesome, man. It's still crazy to me that I can inspire other people. Kingdom is my fave. Yeah, I agree. Fairy Tales is the best from the EP, I think. Yeah, Can't Stop, it was. Yeah, that's how much attention he paid, Atro. Ennex. Man. So that's how you sound. But I don't know. I can't tell if it was a blessing I never got his version back or not. I do like how the final version came out. That did come out 3 years ago. I do enjoy how it sounds. But yeah, it could have sounded a lot different if his PC hadn't crashed that day. It's kind of crazy. But I've got to put it in special tier. Like, it was massive for me. So Kingdoms, Kevin came to me and he sort of wanted to make a song, and he said he'd get vocals for me. So we went halves on the vocals, and Reese was doing quite a lot of melodic songs at the time. But I really wanted to make a melodic house song with an electric guitar lead. That's what I wanted to do, and I just couldn't get one to sound good. So I tried to keep sort of like a repetitive melody that you'd be able to play on a guitar, but just ran it through melodic house leads and tried to make the song sound a little bit more like guitar-y and acoustic. But like, looking back, I don't really like it now, to be honest. But Kingdom's old melody used to be the melody that I used for Fantasy Part 2. So that's how it used to sound, and then we changed it last minute. And then I was listening back to it before I made Fantasy Part 2, and I was like, this other melody's so much better. So I made another song with it. But I knew I wanted the song to kind of fit with the fairy tale theme. So when I sent it to Reese, I was like, you got to write it about something about kingdoms. So he didn't have much to work with, but he smashed it for the time, I think. And it wasn't normal to have vocals on a melodic house song back then. So I was super gassed to get vocals on it. Again, with the reverse build. I'm going to put it in C tier. I don't really like the song anymore. But for its time, I was quite excited with it. And I like the chords. Yeah, I don't like the vocals anymore, man. At the time, I really liked them, though. And my first song with vocals, like, I would have been happy with anything, you know. But yeah, it's an okay song. Like, if it wasn't part of this EP, which is quite special to me, I wouldn't really have any feelings towards it, I don't think. And fantasy, like, so I found storyboards. So a little tip for anyone who's looking to find vocalists that are cheap or free, is I searched on YouTube like Avicii covers and filtered it from most recent, and I found he did a cover of Waiting for Love, and it was amazing, and it only had like 100 views, and he had no subscribers. So I emailed him because I knew if he was doing a cover of Avicii, he'd like the style of music. So I emailed him with a link to an early version of Fantasy, which was actually Best Yet to Come. So that's how it used to sound. And he replied so quick, like within like 10 minutes. And he was so hyped, like, yeah man, I'll work on this tonight. And he sent it back like a week later, and I was blown away. Like, his vocal production, the vocoder, everything was just crazy. Like, this might not seem like much now, but for me at this point in time, like, no one had vocals like this on Melodic House. And a lot of people tried to get in touch with storyboards, and I know Noah managed to get him on a few songs, and Kevin managed to get him on a few songs. But like, this guy was crazy talented. And again, like I said, I need the song to be called Fantasy to fit with the EP, and he smashed it trying to write a song around it. Like, I don't really like the melody anymore, but it is special to me. It's kind of like that kind of off melody. It doesn't hit every note, but it still kind of works. But I was so happy with his vocal. Like, I loved it. But for the tier list, it's either B or C for me. I think I'll put it at C. Just because I can't stand the mix at all. And also I don't really like the melody that much. But I love the vocal. Like, for its time, I thought that vocal was crazy. But he was so talented. I don't think he really does music anymore, which is such a shame. Reminds me of Brenton Matthews. Yeah, man, I can see that. I'm gonna see if I can find his original video he did. I think I actually commented on it as well, like when I first put it up. Storyboards. He might have deleted it though. Let me try and find it. Okay. Yeah, Tom, storyboards got so hard to get in touch with. It wasn't even that long after he worked with me. He did a live for me, and after that, man, he was so hard. I had a song called Chasing Dragons, which was meant to be part of this EP, and he was going to do a vocal on it, and he did a really rough vocal, but I never really got to hear it properly, and he never got back to me ever, which is why it was meant to be a 5-track EP, and I like to be in odd numbers, like 5 or 3, and there's another song called Moments, I think, that's meant to be on this EP, so I had to I got rid of both of them in the end. But flex us with your Supreme hoodie. Mate, it's cold and I'm cozy, what can I say? Okay. But I actually prefer the vocal that he did for Alive, even though I know it's quite simple. I don't know why. I just prefer the vocal to Alive. So I'm just trying to catch up on the chat quick. I tried to do a remix of this, it sucked ass. Did you show that to me? I don't remember it. Okay, I found the cover. I SoundCloud converted it, so I've got it on here. Hang on. Sorry, YouTube converted it. Let me scroll up. Yeah, so this is what I originally DM'd him over.
Hello everyone, my name is Harrison Mead, and I'm about to do a live cover of Waiting for Love by Avicii, so I hope you enjoy it.
Mate, I don't know where I've lost my shelter hoodie. I don't know where it's gone.
When there's a will, there's a way, kinda beautiful. And every night has its day, so magical. And if there's love in this life, there's no obstacle that can't be defeated. For every tyrant to feel for the vulnerable.
I don't even think he sounds that great on this. But when he sent the demo, like, he just blew it away. But yeah, I was obsessed, and I had to get him on the song. And lucky enough, he really wanted to work on one. So that was it for, I don't know. So we got The Best Is Yet to Come. So this was kind of a throwaway song. I was going through old IDs in a group chat in a group call with someone. I can't remember who it was. And I found the old melody to it, and it was just the break, like the build, just filtered melody. I was like, I kind of have to make a song with this melody because it's so different. And I kind of wish I kept Fantasy like it was with this melody, because I think I prefer this melody to the one that actually was used. But for the tier list, to me, it is a throwaway song. I'm going to have to put it in D tier. Just 'cause it doesn't really mean anything to me. I just kind of released it because there was a little bit of a break between now and the next couple of songs. Like, nowadays, I would have put it on the second account as like one of those just free download ones. Which is why it's quite empty here, because it did have a vocal on it. Thanks, man. I think it's a cool song, yeah. Yeah, Anton, I think it's a cool song, but for me personally, it doesn't really mean anything to me because it was just check how many times you've listened to it. Yo, Naren pulling through. Hey, I can't see you. Am I being blind? Maybe you were signed out? Naren with them plays though. But yeah, it's a cool song, but it's because it doesn't have the vocal on it. Like, I just don't really feel anything towards it. So Alive, I'm just gonna go ahead and just put Alive straight in special. Like, I love Alive. Like, we spent so long working on this song. I love the atmosphere as well, like with the thunderstorms. Again, like the thunderstorms were not different, but not a lot of people used them. And it really set the scene with like his vocal as well. And he based his vocal around the atmosphere we made, which was awesome. Yeah, Anton, you're not there, man. But like, I love Alive. I think Alive it's probably my favourite melodic house song that I've made. That or Fairy Tales, probably. I still quite like the mix as well, for what it is, you know? I remember Axel made the coolest fill for the middle of the drop, but his FLP crashed and we lost it. I still have a video somewhere. Such a cool transition here, but we lost it. But yeah, I love Alive. So after Alive, we had a massive, massive break. It says it's only a year, but I'm pretty sure it was more like 2 years. And I delayed this EP like tons. I don't know if any of you guys were around for that. I like made a whole trailer for it and everything. And then delayed it. I delayed it for like a year or more. And that's because I changed some of the songs. Was the trailer on here? I don't think I uploaded the trailer. No. Oh yeah, we got... So I decided to include this because I didn't realise till I checked like how many plays it had. Like, people obviously really liked this streaming version of it, and it didn't have the vocal. And when I'm listening back to stuff, not necessarily my own stuff, just music if I'm working, I like to drag it into FL Studio and just drag it out. So like if I'm working or drawing or whatever, just to like set a tone. And I just tried it with Alive and I was like, this is actually, it sounds amazing like this. So I had to upload it, especially with like the big drums. The FL Studio crash is a great time, yeah. I don't even remember the music video, man. Yeah, I love the art. I remember hearing Never Forgotten in the original trailer. I can't wait for this one. Yeah, man, I still like Never Forgotten. I think it's quite cool. A massive Avicii ripoff, but I still love it. I had to, though. I'll check stories when we get to it, man. 2 years later, yeah. But like, I loved the Dreaming version. I'm gonna put it in B tier. And I know that doing this inspired quite a few other people to do this kind of thing with their songs, which is makes me like it even more. It's just awesome when that kind of thing happens. Just stretching down, yeah. It's like Nightcore in reverse. But yeah, I decided to include that just because I didn't realize how many people would listen to it. So next up, we had this, like I said, this massive break, and I was kind of trying to think what I wanted to do. So before I started actually making the EP, I had 4 songs. One song didn't make it. So we had Stories. Me and Axel were working on Stories alongside Alive, but we never finished it. Never Forgotten was an old song I was working on. Wonder, which is actually co-written by Axel. I think it's, co-written by Axel. Yeah, it was Wonder. Because I originally had Wonder sounding, the melody was not that different, but slightly different, and Axel like modified it slightly, and I had to keep it. He smashed the melody. I don't know if I have the old version still. Let's see if I can find it. But it didn't sound that different. It sounded a little bit different. But after he changed it, I couldn't go back. So I put him as a co-writer for the melody. But I would say I'll do it in reverse order. So Stories first. Just because Waiting for You is more similar to the stuff I'm doing now. So Stories all started from this ARP, I think. So we were sitting on this ARP for ages. But we started Stories in 2016. I have a video somewhere of Axel working on it in like this shed on a beach in like 2017. We were working on it for so long. It went through so many key changes. It sounded so different so many times. You can upload an old EP with the old versions. That'd be quite cool, you know. I might do that on my other account. Because like the old version of Stories was really cool as well. Was it in my... But I think Stories is one of those songs that if we'd released it when we actually made it, I think it would have done really well. But I think we just released it a little bit too late. It still did really well. I still really like Stories. Like the chords as well are really cool. So for me, I think, and I like the whole art style I did for this EP with like the sort of darker colours. I don't know, it just felt more appropriate for the time, I think. But like, I still love the art. And like the owl. Is this the old version? But like in this EP I went back to like doing a traditional build. Just because it was easier to mix. It was really hard to mix those other builds where the highs were just left. I'll check the stats on Stories, yeah. Naron again, man. Putting in the absolute work. Melvin up there. So 128, man. That's still pretty decent. I just can't believe people listen to my music like that. I just think it's crazy. I wish I made the breaks louder. I don't know why I made them so quiet, man. Alright, I think I found the old version we were going to release back in 2016. I think this is it. I think this is the one. Yeah. Yeah, this is it. So this is the original version we were going to release like after, I think it would have come out just before Adventure. No, after Adventure Awaits. I think. Can't remember exactly. I think they're quite a breakthrough thing. Yeah, I suppose, man. This might hurt people's ears. I can't remember how well this is mixed. So the melody's slightly different. And there's no harmonies in it, I don't think. Like, we added harmonies in it. In the most recent one. And the end melody hasn't changed. Also, just out of interest. Like, which melody do you prefer? Like, the first one or the second one? Yeah, remind me after the stream, Anton, I'll send it to you. Like, which one do you prefer, the first and second drop of Stories? But yeah, I love working with Axel. It's so smooth working with him. It just clicks. So that's why we're doing this new duo thing, just to try and get some more like melodic out, but like a little bit different. The second one is awesome. Yeah, I like the second one. The second one was the original one, like the first one. No, actually, there was another one before that. We never put it in. Everyone likes the second one. Fair. So Wonder is probably my personal favourite out of all the melodic songs on here. I just love the breaks. But I was so proud of these. Kind of following that sort of a live style. Like for me, and like the slower BPM, I'm gonna have to put Wonder at the top. Like, I think Wonder's awesome. I love Wonder. And I worked on it for so long. And it went through so many changes. The old version of Wonder. Yeah, you like that one, don't you? I love the slow build up for this. The chords are cool as well. I like the chords. But yeah, I love Wonder. So Fantasy Part 2. So like I said, this was the old melody for Kingdoms. And again, I really wanted to have it as an electric guitar. I even got in contact with someone who plays electric guitar, but he wanted like £85 or £90 to do the melody in an electric guitar. And I just couldn't warrant the money on a song that was not going to make any money in return. Because originally I was going to get him to do electric guitar, get original vocals on it, and have like a full-on proper like solo release for it. But I just couldn't warrant spending the money. And it's really hard to get someone that would fit this kind of style, I think. But yeah, this melody is from all the way back in 2016 or whenever I made Kingdoms. I just dragged it straight out the project, the MIDI, and just put it in the FOP. But the like build up is kind of a little bit more electric guitar-y. Like, man, I tried so hard to make that sound like an electric guitar. It's so hard though to make one sound real. But like, I definitely prefer it to Kingdoms. I put it in B tier, I reckon. But yeah, I kind of wish I didn't use the vocals on it and just had it as an instrumental. But it did really well in, I think it was China for some reason. It must have been pushed by some form of algorithm in China because it did really, really well on my YouTube suddenly out of nowhere. I don't know why. Like, it just suddenly started jumping up by thousands of plays. But yeah, I quite like Fantasy Part 2. It didn't spend too long on it. It's just a cool song, I think. So I never forgotten, as the title says, as the description says, as the art says, like, completely Avicii inspired. Like, I'm sure, like, everyone in this chat, like, you just couldn't believe it when you saw what happened. Like, I was just so shocked. I was at work as well, and like my teacher, because I think it was in my, was that my last year of college? I think it might have been my last year of college. My teacher didn't know that I like made music, and just was like, "Oh yeah, Avicii died." And he obviously had no idea that I made music or was that big a fan of him, and I thought he was joking at first, and I had to Google it, and I was so shocked. I got so upset. But I think he played a massive part in everyone's life in this chat. Even if you don't make this kind of music anymore, or if you still do make this kind of music, I think people still like hold a special place for him. I think it's so sad that he has so much good music that never got finished. And like, it's kind of sad that I kind of think he felt he wasn't appreciated as well. He had no idea, you know. Yeah, man. Yo, you remember that Wilford stream? Man, that's crazy. That's mad. I still really like the mix on this. It was so hard to get a good mix because there's so many breaks in the drop. Like, it was so hard to get it to sound full still. I think I did okay, to be fair. But obviously, it's just completely inspired by Avicii. Yeah, he was such a genius, man. Such a cool guy as well. Yeah, Con, for sure. Far too soon, man. I think I'm going to put it in special tier just for what it means to me. I studied him quite a lot trying to make this as well. Just trying to work out how he made his drops sound full when they had so many gaps in. I'm pretty sure I got that up from one of the tutorials he did as well. But yeah, that song is special to me. And then we start on the sort of new style that I've been going down. So I think that's all of them from there. Yeah, okay. So Waiting for You. So this song started out as a Dua Lipa remake for, I can't remember which song it was. It was really big in the UK. And it's just like this pop song with like these plucky chords. And I got rid of everything just except the drums. And it had those like dance pop drum pattern. And I was like, I really just want to just do something with this. And I was listening to, I think it might have been The Middle. No, it was either The Middle or the other Z song. I can't remember which one it is that's got like the dance. It might be Stay. I can't remember which one it is that's got like the same sort of sound as this. And I wanted to make something like that. And without a vocal, it was so hard to like get something over the chords. I tried like a melodic house lead, which I quite liked, but I just didn't want it to have that melodic house lead. Tried just normal vocal chops, and in the end, I ended up watching a Mesto feedback stream. Just randomly, the one came off my YouTube recommended. And I watched this Mesto feedback stream. And some guy had a bass. just a bass playing, and Mesto just randomly said, he's like, put hardcore on that bass. Just try it. Lower the volume of it and just put it on the bass and see if it gives it that crunchy feel. So I tried it, just putting it on the bass of Waiting for You, and it gave it like it was being put through a guitar rig. So then I tried it on everything. I tried it on the chords, tried it on the lead, and at first I didn't really like it, and then I realized you could change the presets on it on hardcore, and I was like scrolling through the presets and I found one that I really liked, which is how I got the sound of the Waiting for You lead. And the second I found it, I was like, okay, this is quite unique, this is quite cool, because it still had that sort of melodic kind of feel, like guitar melody sort of feel, but also sort of a more pop, like current kind of vocal chop sound. But again, I didn't want to lose like my style, so I kept the really ambient intro. I kind of wanted, as people were listening for the first time, to not have a clue what was coming. So when the two little drum fills come in just before the drop hits, I wanted people's first reaction in the drop after like the first few seconds to be like, okay, wow, like this is different. So I wanted to try and like almost fool people on the build and like the breaks. And yeah, that's me singing. I don't know if I put the lyrics in here. No, I didn't. Originally, I was very clear and you could hear it perfectly, but I just couldn't live with myself, like showing my friends and stuff. But use reverb and reverses to fill the gaps. Yeah, if I would now, going back, I do that with my pop songs now. You put it in A tier, I'm not disappointed. Waiting for You on my absolute favourites. Thank you, man. My goal in my producer journey was to work on that song. Yeah, man, that was fun working on that song. That was fun. That's so true in this game, man. You got to be careful who you if you guys ever get managers, you got to make sure they're in it for the right reasons. Yeah, Ash is a wanker. Yeah, he is, man. Such a shame. Yeah, so I don't know if anyone remembers, I actually released Waiting for You in a different key, but I had to go back and change it because on Shazam it would get Grow Up and Waiting for You mixed up, so I had to change Waiting for You's key so Shazam wouldn't get it mixed up. So the whole plan was like, at this point in the song you probably wouldn't know what kind of drop was coming. You kind of hear that lead coming in. And with this song I got so many new people follow me just for doing something different, and it was really cool. So when this fill comes in, I wanted people now to be like, okay, fuck, you know what, this is so different. That crunchy bass, man. So for what it did for me, I'm gonna have to put it in special, you know. It changed my whole producing career. Like I wonder now, looking back, like if I hadn't sat down and made music the day I made this, would I still be making melodic house? Like, do you guys ever think like the butterfly effect kind of thing? Like, cause on the day I made Waiting for You, all my friends were going out, and I didn't go out, and I always think that if I'd gone out with them that day, like how different my music would sound now. Because I don't think, well, I never would have watched the Mesto video. I never would have found hardcore. Like it would have been really different. Like it's just crazy to me. So the Fairy Tales remaster, I'm gonna put that in C. Like it's all right. I prefer listening to it just because of the mix than the one in A tier, but it's not as special, you know. So that takes us to Grow Up. So, let me just catch up with the chat quickly. What are the lyrics though? Let me see if I can find them. So hang on, I think I found them. Okay, so the lyrics were, "I'm not done waiting for you. I don't need you telling me to, and I don't care what you will do, because I'm not done waiting for you." That was it, just repeated. It was really simple, but it was one of those things where the melody came first, and then like the kind of words came, kind of thing, you know. I just wanted something to fill it, like, so it kind of acts like a pad in the song, and it's still in the song even with "Grow Up" in there. Yeah, I'll still listen to some demos. Got a funky demo in my books. Yeah, you got it, Melvin. That's it. Yeah, same con. Those are the best times as well, like at con, like you said, when you don't go out or something, you change your mind last minute and you actually make something good. Or like sometimes I'll sit down, because with my setup, I have like the way I'm facing, you've got my two monitors, the MIDI keyboard and the laptop and stuff for making music, and just behind me is my Xbox PS4. So sometimes when I sit down, like, should I play Xbox or should I make music? And sometimes I'll choose to make music and then make something good. And because I've consciously made that choice, when I actually make something good, you know, like you kind of remember it. So imagine if I did actually play Xbox. So that's why I always feel kind of guilty. I don't know if anyone else has this. Like, I feel kind of guilty if I do anything other than make music in my spare time. Because I always think, if I don't make music, like, am I missing making something good? Because I work like the other way around to a lot of people. Like, I don't make an idea first. I'll go into FL Studio and play around to find an idea. I don't go in with like a voice recording or like a chord idea. I would just do the idea as I'm messing around in FL Studio. Like, that's kind of how ideas come to me. So like, I always go into FL Studio blank. You know, that's just the way I do it. So a lot of the times I do make the conscious decision to make music instead of doing something else. And if you make something cool, it's like the best feeling. So anyway, with Grow Up, so I was a fan of Bloom and Bridge for quite a while. Even before I was making like this kind of music. And they had a song called Better. They still have a song called Better. It's on their Spotify. And I love the vocal. And they've done a lot of songs with Ed, but that one particularly, like, I loved it. So I was trying to, because I hadn't followed them on Spotify yet. I was only not following them even, just listen to the occasional song on YouTube. So I tried to find some details on them. I found their Instagram and got Ed's tag. So I emailed Ed with another song first, called Without You. So I messaged him with that song, being like, would you want to work on this? Like, how much do you charge? So he told me his price and everything. We sorted out a deal to work on that song first. So I sent him over Without You. He worked on it. And then I sent him, well, so Grow Up originally had a girl singing. I actually might have the original version of that. So I actually got a female vocal on it first. And I paid like quite a lot of money for it. And it was just, man, it still pisses me off. Like, it was shit. And it was for a website called Sound Better. And you can't get refunded on there. It's a really good place to find vocalists, but you're always taking that risk because you have to pay up front. And she sent the vocal over and I was like, it just wasn't great. So I then sent it over to Ed and I was like, look, I've got this other song. It's a similar style. It's like a sister track. Because Without You and Grow Up, I made in the same sitting. So I made Grow Up first and then found another melody I liked and then made a new song for that melody. So Without You and Grow Up sound very similar. Without You's still not out yet. I don't know when I'll ever release that, if I will. But so Grow Up was actually the second song that I worked on with Ed. And when I sent it to Ed, he was like, he liked Without You, but he was so much more gassed on Grow Up. And the cool thing with Ed is he's written all my songs. I don't know if he writes every song like this, but he's written all my songs about things that have happened in his life. So Without You was when he broke up with his ex. And it's really cool. In the song, the whole chorus is Laney, like the band Laney's song titles, because his ex-girlfriend used to really like Laney. So he managed to fit all the song titles in. I can play some of it. Where is it? So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Laney. If I go up here. Okay, so we've got Super Far. We got I Love You So Bad. I can't remember which other ones he put in there now, but when you listen to the build up of it, so you've got I Love You So Bad, Super Far. So it was super clever. Like, I was so happy with it. I will still probably release it at one point, but so that was the sister track. So he wrote that one about his ex, and we were kind of speaking back and forth a little bit about what to write this one. And he was like, "I want to write it about growing up and like nostalgia." And I was like, "That's a really cool idea because like most songs are about love." And I think ultimately that was what got the song onto like Wave, because the vocal was so different. And like when he sent back, because he sent back the verses originally and he hadn't done the chorus yet, so we were talking about what to do for the chorus, and he wanted to do like a really high chorus. I can't remember who's the inspiration he took from. He used to work with Zed a lot on songs. He sounds a little bit like a girl, but he took inspiration from that and he did like this the high build up that's in it now. And when he sent it back, I was so happy. I knew this had to be the first one that came out, just because I knew it would do better than Without You, just because what it was about, about something different. Yeah, I'll try and find the female vocal. Hang on. It's not good, but I'll show it. It was called In My Head, I think. I even had art done for it and everything, but I just made the last minute decision to like. The only thing is I double paid, so obviously I paid Ed to sing on it, but I also paid this girl to sing on it. So the track actually cost me a fuck ton of money, but it was worth it because like I was happy with the song and I didn't want to waste it on like the vocal that was shit. So always be careful as well when you're like getting vocalists, Yeah, Matthew Comer, that's it. Tom's got it. Yeah, so it was inspired by Matthew Comer on the build up for Grow Up. And he sent me a video of Matthew Comer like doing an acoustic studio song. And he was like, I really want to do the build like this. And he sent it back and he just smashed it. I don't know if this is the right one. I've put one up. Let me see if it's the one. But I'm so glad looking back now that I didn't release the one with the girl. She just put no effort in. It was clearly like a cash grab. And at least Ed was really invested in the song. No, it's not that one. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, I saw that beef as well. I can't remember what it was about. So anyway, yeah, I've got to put Grow Up in special, just because like getting on Wave, it was kind of weird because when you get on somewhere like that, you get an influx of people that like suddenly follow you, that just follow Wave, and you just can't believe like the people that are following you. Like it felt like you'd been sort of accepted into that scene, which was really cool. And like Bloom and Bridge got in touch with me about it as well, which was awesome. because obviously they were the reason I got in touch with Ed, and then they got in touch with me and wanted to make a song. So that's how we started making Know You Better. And like, I'm gonna say it now, Know You Better was like my favorite song I've ever worked on. Like, we had such a good time working on it. It went so smoothly, and like, it's my favorite vocal that Ed's ever done. Like, I love the vocal on it. I know some people think that maybe it's a bit too auto-tuned, but I love how it sounds. Like, it's just so different. You know when you're like thinking of vocal melodies in your head, you just would never think of the vocal melody he did for the build. You know, it's so crazy. I'll DM you, Con. I don't want to say it because I think his prices might have changed. I don't think he's doing vocals anymore for people. But like, because of how much fun I had working on the song, like, I'm gonna put it in A tier. Like, I had so much fun working on this song. I remember I got the vocal back at a house party. I was at a house party and Ed sent me the vocal back. And like, to listen to it, we put it on the speakers. And like, the people there were like dancing to it, and I was pretty drunk, but it was like, it was awesome. I know the melody's really simple and stuff, but it just kind of worked. It's one of those melodies where like we were writing and kind of second guessing, like, is it too simple, you know? But I'm glad we stuck with it. I think it does work. Thanks, Ben. Like, I really like Know You Better. And again, it's just like the story behind it is just awesome to me. Because obviously, like, I'm really good friends with Bloom and Bridge now, and before, like, you know, like a year ago, I never would have even thought I'd be speaking to them, let alone making a song with them, you know? So life is crazy sometimes. I know it's on a really small scale as well, but like, even on a small scale, for me, it's just awesome. So Chances, I'll try and find this as well, was actually Grow Up as an acoustic version. So when I started making these more pop songs, I wanted to try and get like as much out of the vocals as I could, because like, they were quite expensive. So I wanted to try and make the original song and then an acoustic song. So there is an acoustic Know You Better, there's an acoustic Grow Up. Obviously there's not an acoustic Chances because it's already acoustic. But like, the version of Chances, that's why it's got the yeah from Grow Up in it. That yeah is from Grow Up. So anyway, I plan to have it as a release for Grow Up as an acoustic version. I sent it to Ed, just sort of see like, what do you think? And he was like, mate, we've got to make this an original. So anyway, he's working on it for a bit and he sends it back. And I think he just sent back this bit here. And I loved it instantly. And I know some people aren't the biggest fan because I think it's quite different to how maybe it should sound. But like, I loved it. I don't know if I'd be able to find. So I'm just looking for the girl version of Grow Up. But I know Chances isn't everyone's kind of thing, but I still really like it. I'm going to put it in the tier now. I'm going to put it in B. I think it's pretty cool. Like, I'm quite proud of the mix on it, because it was a little bit harder for me to mix because I'd never mixed in guitars before. Chances, okay. Okay, here's the Grow Up acoustic. So like, it sounds pretty good. I think some people might prefer it as the Grow Up acoustic, because obviously I made it to the Grow Up vocal, so I think it does fit quite well. And I think I might do it in the future going forward with other songs. Like, I have a song that's not released yet called Bad For Me, and I already have an acoustic version of it done. But I just don't know whether I'd release them. I think it's when you have that vocal to play around with, it makes like workflow so much easier if you get the vocal in first, you know? Hopefully this has worked. Let's just check. So like, ignore the mix. This was like I picked the earliest version, so I had the vocal. Yeah, Ed's he killed your one, Alex. Oh, for God's sake, man! Hasn't got the vocal on it. Which one has the vocal? Is it this one? I reckon that's because I pitched the guitars up like 4 semitones, I think, to get them to C sharp. Mate, your songs must have backstories. They must do. I feel like every song has a story to it, you know? It has to. Okay, I think this is the one. It might be pitched down slightly, I'm not sure.
Someone told me one time.
Yeah, it's pitched down slightly.
We all gotta grow up.
While this is playing, I'm going to try and find the girl version of Grow Up.
If I just try to grow up, we get more responsibility. Wake up now, we gotta pay to breathe. Life is more and more complicated. Hate it, I hate it. We get more responsibility. Wake up now, we gotta pay to breathe. Life is more and more complicated. Hate it, I hate it. Ooh, growing up's getting close to me, yeah. And who's gonna be around when I fall on my knees, yeah. Ooh, growing up's getting close to me, yeah. And who's gonna be around for me, yeah. Wish we go back in time, yeah, yeah. To 2005, yeah, let's go back in time. Growing up's got me losing my
Okay, I found the girl version. Just uploading it. Yeah, it definitely sounds better in a higher key. But that's the original key of the guitar. That's why I pitched it up. But yeah, that's what it was originally going to be. No Betters. Acoustic one was actually a little bit different though. It was a little bit more electronic. Yeah, pre-warning, the girl versions of Grow Up is awful. It's really bad. You could tell she just didn't want to give a shit. Like, not one shit. Thanks for dropping by, man. Okay. This is... Oh, man. Really? Okay.
came back. It saved me from the dead like that. And now you're in my head.
Just ain't it.
I can't.
Like, I was so mad when
get
you
the
sent this
things you
back.
say. Oh,
If anyone wants these,
I want
you can have them
to your
$100.
mind, tell you just how I feel. Oh, I want you to your mind to tell you just how I feel. This love,
Mate, I'm so bored listening to it already.
the best of me and no lie, you get the rest of me and this love.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna listen to that anymore. I had another song that like the vocal just sucked on. Like that I couldn't release as well. I'll see if I can find it. And then we'll do some feedback. Oh, I was so mad. I paid like $250 for that vocal as well. Is it on here? No, I don't think it's on there. Yeah, I'd say I hated that, man. Like that kind of like up pitch as well. Like it was just annoying. Chill hop. Make a chill hop song, man. Yeah, it was not worth 250. Yeah, rest in peace my pockets, man. Like, it's just the worst as well. Like on Soundbet, you can't get your money back. So if it sounds shit, you're fucked. Because they can't send a demo really, because otherwise you could just steal it. I wouldn't, but I mean you could, you know. Rather spend it on plugins. But you know, like when you do get a good vocalist, like it just takes. If you want to do well on stores, like not a big vocalist, but a good vocalist is so important. I think. Like it's done wonders for my Spotify, and that's why people will say that I'll get a new vocalist instead of using Ed all the time. But Ed's really cheap for me, and he's really good, and he helps my Spotify. Like there's too many reasons why I would stop using. I know people want to hear something new, but it's really hard to find a really good vocalist who's cheap. You know, which is why I use him over and over again. And like when you work with your friend, it's better because they actually care. Whereas if you just work with someone random, they don't really give a shit if your song's good. Like, they just want the money. So like I have this old song as well, which just has another shit vocal that I can't release.
Can't stop thinking, overthinking.
You got 100 back? How'd you do that, Tom?
All these feelings you say.
Vox on Fiverr. Because it was so bad. Did you just email them? Yeah, I'm drinking Corona. Mate, it was the only beer left in Tesco. It's actually crazy. Yeah, Con has some good vocalists, man. He has some real good vocalists. I feel like you've got to establish a relationship with the vocalists. I think you have to. Because you can't work with them in a studio mostly, so you need them to be reliable. You know?
couldn't be the one who could make me stay. Ooh, you're not my superhero, by the way.
Really, Tom? That's mad. I should have done that. Fuck. That vocal melody sounds like a Mako song. Yeah, I still like the instrumental. I might put the instrumental under another vocal. But, like, I can't release with that vocal, you know? But yeah, like, it's frustrating. Ooh. But, I would just say, just be careful with vocalists as well, because some might seem like really into your music and into your songs and stuff, but as soon as you've paid them, they just suddenly don't give a shit anymore. If you can, I'd always try and get a demo vocal first, even if it's just like a phone recording, you know, so you know what you're getting. Yo, Niska, that's sick, man. That's really sick. Mate, I actually feel sorry for Corona. Like, they're taking a massive hit because people are so stupid. They're like the most unlucky company. Imagine a virus coming out that's called the same as your beer, and people actually thinking that it has something to do with it. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? Sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat. Arthur Cody are sound good vocalists. Yeah, they are good vocalists. They're really cool. Mate, Green Day, those were the days, yeah. Mate, I loved Green Day. Green Day, like All Time Low. I used to love All Time Low. I don't think I'll ever release my vocal one. What, the one with Chris Ed. I felt so sorry for you, man. He did the perfect, like, pretend to be really interested and just bounce. Like, more beer for us, yeah. Yeah, Tom, nothing wrong with using splice vocals, man. Nothing at all. The thing is that you have to remember is, especially for you, Tom, where you're a bigger artist, is the pool of people that listen to your music that are actually producers is probably quite small compared to, like, the vast majority. So, like, the vast majority of people that listen to your music won't have a clue what splice even is, let alone think you've got the vocals from there, you know? That's what you've always got to try and think. I think we're all really hard on ourselves because we all make music. But, like, best thing to do is, like, show friends in real life who have no idea what, like, how music production's done. Like, I would know if I have a song that will do well in, like, pop, if, like, my friends actually kind of like it. Because, like, they'll all think, like, the new Zed song is the best thing ever. What happened to Drip Ice? Band stuff, man. Who does band stuff now? He's busy. Oh, I'm going to do some demos in a sec. I'll try and get through as many as possible. Yeah, I saw your message, Engo. That's cool. That's cool you're here, man. Mate, splice vocals are great for vocal chops. Yeah. They are. Splice is amazing. I love Splice. Splice is great for drums. You send your music to your friends, that's cool. I don't ever send it to them, but how did the tier list turn out? That's what I kind of think. Like the top ones. If anyone hasn't been here from the start, it's not what's the best song, it's just which ones mean the most to me, probably. And like how important they were for my small career so far, you know. Tom knows how hard it is to show UK friends. You got to show female friends already. I think you've got a better chance then. Jump up and grind, man. Yeah. Yeah, Melvin, you always have your stories on just close friends, don't you? Why do you not tell your friends? Is that just, do they not like that kind of thing? Isolated is a bob, that's for sure. You got one of your mates into producing, that's cool. You'd be embarrassed showing your friends. Right, there's something quite embarrassing about showing music in real life, I think, no matter what it is. Yeah, I bet your female friends like your music con. I think that's you know, I'd say the majority of your target market is probably like 18 to like 30-year-old girls, I'd imagine. Same with some of my more pop stuff. Oceans is SSS tier. It's hard when you make melodic house, isn't it? To like show people stuff. Some people don't even know what it is, you know. I can't believe you have low self-esteem, Melvin. Your stuff's actually mad. I'm not just saying that. I think you're one of the best melodic producers at the moment. Your girlfriend loves trap and dart music. Look at this guy with a girlfriend. Okay. In my school years, all my friends. Yeah, that's not real friends, man. My friends like slag it off as a joke, but they're into other things. Your family don't know you do music on. They just think you mix with people. Same. What? Man. That's mad. Are they not supportive, or would they think you're wasting your time or something? Your girlfriend heard your music before she met you. Actually, using your SoundCloud. Using your SoundCloud to get girls. The Electro's going to make a trap hit in 2030. I reckon you can make a fat trap song. My family is not supporting. That's so sad, man. My family don't really know how to support, but they still do, you know. Your family thinking you collab with Avicii. That's pretty funny, man. Yeah, I'm doing demos now. That's why I've just turned the screen recording off, just because I'm logged into my other email at the moment. Okay. Alrighty. Wait, okay, where does it start? Here we go. Okay, Ed, up first. Do you know if this is copyright? I hope not. So, for people that don't know, this is Edward in the chat. It's just his side project. Or is it your main project now? Main or side? The day I hit 1 million streams, I'll show my mum. That's mad. Now they support music, just cringy showing them. Yeah, I kind of get that. Mate, your parents should be happy if it makes you happy, they should be happy, you know? Tom, you can't be far off 1 million. Surely not. Like, overall, you must be pretty close. Or there.
If I
Man, I'm getting them Stranger Things vibes. Here's a side point of the game. Overall, your meals have 1 meal. Shit, that's so good, man. Wow, what vocal has it got on it, Melvin? This is awesome so far. Mate, all your music makes me want to drive around. Do you know if you've got the remix put through yet, or are you just waiting for their response? Oh, you hit 1 mil but didn't tell them still? Bruh. 1990 movies, yeah, man. Yeah, Melvin, that's cool. I'll still listen, man. It's cool. I show my parents, but they don't really understand, you know. I think it's hard for them to understand how like Spotify works and stuff. I love this, man. How much have you changed since 3 days ago, or is this the latest version? Yeah, Nisco, that's it, bro. Driving down the California coast. For sure. What do you use to make the synth? That's awesome. I'm only going to listen to half the songs because I don't want to stay on too much longer and we've got quite a few to get through. But that's awesome. Good luck with the remix contest, man. Let me know how it goes. DM me if you don't mind. I'd like to know how it does. He still going to release it anyway? I'll do yours at the end, man, because I know you're not in the chat at the moment. Okay, Dan. Yeah, instantly I really like that. Dan, you can just make every single kind of music. That's the finished version. Oh, cool. That's vibey, Dan. You're going to get a vocal on it? Or are you going to sell it off as an instrumental or something? And this guy, love you, baby. Love you, bro. Acapella is a placeholder. It isn't actually part of the remix compilation. Okay, let's go. I'll just listen to the first drop. Only because of time. Diva. Oh, sick. I love that bass, man. Yeah, Daniel's so cool, isn't he? How did everyone get their names, by the way? Their alias names. Put it in the chat how you got your name. I always wondered how you got your name in this guy. I love that art. What preset is that up? Is that silent? I'm excited for this. I love how chill the break is. Oh, sweet. Okay, bro. I'm excited. Oh, Nisco, man. That's sick. I need to set this up a little bit. Love that feel. Love that feel. Bro, that's sick. Mate, I love those kick hits. Keep me updated on that. I want to hear that as it gets finished. That's awesome. Mate, you're such an underrated producer, I think. Only play half the song. Okay. Like, people are going to take that link. Let's reset the link.
I know we've got
Okay, the stereo on this is amazing already. I love how wide that is.
a lot of things to do, but it doesn't really
Also, the art's really sick as well.
matter.
Is that the official art? That's awesome.
I put everything on hold just for you. Yes, it's the only way I show my care to you. I got a deep affection for you, and I don't
This might sound kind of weird, but
so let me
I know you said you wanted to work with Ed, but I think this kind of vocal fits your style so much better. Do you know what I mean?
waiting for this moment for
Like, more authentic kind of sounding.
I just need someone like you. I'm missing summer vibe.
Mate, that mix is mad.
I just need someone like you. I'm missing summer vibe.
That's so sick. Those feels, man.
I just need someone like you. I know I've been true.
Con, you're actually mad, bro. The fact you have 64 followers just baffles me. Like, and could you please get yourself a proper display picture? Is this your second account? Mate, get yourself a proper display picture. You need to market all this properly, man, because it's all too good to waste. I know you will, but just make sure you do. Get yourself some professional art. Like, that art is so cool. Like, get some stuff that matches for here. Because these are big songs. Like, you've got some big songs here. Do it. Make sure you do it right, mate. Because that's mad. Your mix is actually insane. Oh, okay. Second link. I got you. This one. Let me just catch up with the chat quickly. First and middle name. First name. Connor Con. Atro, I can't remember. Brostack, rest in peace. Random letters from my name. Bruv, really? The name of a brain problem you have, bruv. Wow. Is it serious? I can't go over that track, Con. Mad. How does he find vocals for every track? Fucking no idea. It's just my opinion. Like, I know you said you wanted to work with Ed, but I think those kind of vocals, like, just fit your style better. I think they do sound a bit more authentic. Like, they're kind of more gritty-ish, and I like how they sound. Like, you can feel the sort of emotion behind them. I think it really fits. Because it's kind of like, it is pop, but it's kind of like a different kind of sound, you know? Whereas I think Ed suits pop, just pure pop, a lot better. I would play the other half, man, but I'm only playing the first half of songs. Also, keep that second half secret. You know, I've got the link, so I'm going to go back and listen, but... but keep it, man. I like this art, bro. I can hear that melody coming. I tried to type the whole leap before he did leap. Con was quick on there, man. This is vibey, bro. Where did you get your name from, by the way, man? Let me know where you got your name from. Can't be our same name as I'm saying this handsome lad. That's my man. That is my man. Ben, do you mean you agree with me saying he should keep his vocals and not have Ed? Is that what you agree with? Mate, I love this melody. I'd say just get that sidechain fixed up, you know? I think it's just too heavy on the lead. Mate, you don't release that much melodic house, but you're really good at it. Oh, I like that break. I like the little pitch bends, man. That's cool. Keep that up, man. You should release more melodic house. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, it's good, that melodic house, isn't it? I would keep it playing, man, but I'm only playing the first half. Otherwise, I'll be here for so long. Okay, something beautiful, master. Okay. 88. Okay. Yeah, Tom. I love those chords, man. The name's very suiting. My favourite food. Thanks, Con. I'll listen to it in a bit. Man, that melody's awesome. I like vocal in the background's really cool as well. Yeah, the chords are awesome. They're really different, you know? Try and get that low end fixed up, man. Like, it's a little bit muddy on the lows, but the idea is awesome. It's really cool. Yo, Axel. How you been, man? Because spaghetti was my favourite food. That's mad. Yeah, they're good chords. Fish and chips. Okay, Million Lights remix. Yeah, everyone likes the chords. The chords are really cool. I haven't heard the original of this, so I'm assuming because it's a remix, it's just the vocal you've kept. But I love the break so far. I thought it's going to be a proper festival song. Do people still listening to Spinning? I haven't listened to Spinning in years. But his vocal's cool. I like that melody, man. Hey, that is power. I really like this, man. This is out, yeah. I'm gonna add this to my playlist. That's a really cool progressive house melody. Tomorrowland came in early. That's awesome, man. Keep killing that progressive house. Old as fuck, but let's do it. Okay. That build was crazy, yeah. You can make progressive house builds so cool, can't you? Oh shit, okay, 3 years ago. Got that lion. Oh shit, that's awesome. Mate, I miss this kind of music sometimes, you know? Shout out to whoever's around making music when Melodic House was just like cool breaks with melodies, a cool drop, and a picture of like a tree as the cover art. I know there's some of you in the chat. Or like a field, or like a mountain. That is a thick SoundCloud wave though. Maybe you should remaster this melody, I reckon. It's still pretty unique now. I know we checked like my SoundCloud stats and you're at the top, but I really appreciate all the support you give me. Crazy, man. You crazy. Oh, collab. Okay. Oh, it's going to be quite groovy, isn't it? I feel that.
Try to be company.
Okay, Lance, that's cool.
You didn't want to hear from me. Love is more than just a history.
Picture of a tree.
Now
I've got you started. That's mad, man.
Can I be the reason for your love? Said that we can try to be alone. Living like a fool for far too long.
I think you should definitely remaster it, bro.
But you didn't even look around me.
Saw that subway.
You will never be the girl that I see. We don't need cars. We can run
I'm assuming these aren't original vocals. If they are, that's mad.
away when no one else sees. It could be us. But you said that we can fall in love again. Try to see a future in the end. Maybe if you're calling me instead, we could have been a lot more.
Those chords are going through my whole skull.
Like a waterfall in bed.
How have you done them? How have you mixed them in? Is really cool.
Maybe when you're leaving me on red, we could have been a lot more hidden friends.
Yeah, that's sick. I did not expect that. I love the attack on those chords. So aggressive. That's awesome. Their original vocals? Bro, that's awesome. That's mad. This is going to be a big song, you know?
You know that you're the only one I trust. Every day I try to reach.
Well, there's a compliment, Nyman. I didn't think they were original. I thought they were from another song. I thought they were a professional song. Mad. Okay. Axon, keep me updated with this, bro. I want to hear how this turns out. Nyman killed the vocals, though. Okay, let me just catch up quickly. 10 times more music. He definitely has 100 times more music than all of us combined. That's definitely a unique drop. Slicer is so underrated. Yeah, bro. He's so underrated. Yeah, Axel, I agree. It should definitely come in before. With, like, less of a lead. After this one, you have no more. Anton, you have so many ideas you showed me. Okay. The sound design's cool, man. I like the sound design. The pitch is fitting. Love you, Acho. Right, I love the sound design. So bubbly. Oh man, I like that. That's cool. Didn't expect the drop to be like that. I like the chord structures as well. Try and thicken out that lead a little bit, I reckon. Just a little bit. Maybe a bit more reverb or something. That's really cool. I did not expect that. It's kind of electro, you know? I would say just cut this uplifter, like off here. Just leave the melody playing. No uplifter there, you know? And I personally would just change the impact. Maybe like a crash instead of like the white noise hit. Yeah, Ed said it in the chat. It's old school impact. I recognise the impact, that's all. Just that, taking up the lead, but that's awesome. I really like that. I did not expect the drop to sound like it does. That's cool. We got some cool ideas tonight. Yo. Okay, outro's funk.
You've been running around, throwing that dirt
Outro with his chord stabs. Let's go. Okay.
all on my name. Cause you knew that I'd call you up. You've been going around every party in LA. Cause you knew that I'd be at one. Oh, I know that dress is karma, perfume regret. You got me thinking about when you were mine.
That low piano is so clean, man.
And now I'm all up on you. What you expect? You're not coming home with me tonight. You just want attention. You don't want more
Okay, that's mixed really well.
heart. Maybe you just hate the thought of me with someone new. Yeah, you just want attention. I knew from the start. You're just making sure.
Mate, you gotta get a good vocal for this, or unless it's a remix.
You've been running around, throwing that dirt.
Okay, that's kind of fire.
Running around, throwing that dirt all on my
That's
name.
awesome.
Cause you knew that just want attention. Yeah, you just want attention.
I would just take that whoa out. That's the only complaint I have. I just think it sounds out of place.
Yeah, you just want attention. I knew from
That's
the
it though.
start.
That bass is so like textured. I love it. What did you use to make the bass? Is it real? Is it real guitar? Holy fuck.
I'll admit I was wrong. What else can I say, girl? Can't you
This
play
percussion
my
is really
head
cool.
and not my heart? I was drunk, I was gone. That don't make it right, but I promise there were no feelings involved.
Contact.
She said, boy, tell me
Your low pianos and your breaks are so clean, man.
honestly, was it real or just for show?
I love you, no homo. Love you, bro.
Save your apologies. Baby, I just
Yeah, I like your drops kind of like anti-drops, actually. I quite like it. Like, you take the energy out. It's kind of cool. I like it. Like that, yeah, that kind of thing.
going on. You've been creeping around on me while you're calling me baby. How long has this been going on? You've
I definitely prefer this one.
been acting so shady. I've been feeling it lately,
You can hardly hear the side chain, but it's mixed so well.
I'll admit it's my fault.
Oh shit.
Gotta believe
Again, I'd probably just take the hay out. It's just personal
only
preference.
happened once. I tried and I tried, but you'll never see that. You're the only one of
Charlie's mad.
She said, boy, tell me
I love these breaks, the piano. What do you use for those pianos, man?
just for sure.
Don't say contact.
Save your apology.
They're awesome, though. You have found your style, haven't you? I think it's sick. The hard thing with that is that you've got to get the vocals. We'll change vocal chops or make them less repetitive. Okay, let's go.
Maybe you should leave this girl alone. But you won't.
Okay, that intro is really cool. Kind of sparkly, you know?
Now delete my number from your phone. But you won't.
Yeah, the hay just drags me out a little bit. That's all. Just takes me out the song. No, you don't have to remove it, man. It's just personal preference. I'd love to hear this without the vocal, man. That's so groovy. That's sick. I have no idea what kind of drop this is going to be. This is sick. I love those 808s, man.
Hold on, wait a minute, let's make this right.
Do you know what I think would sound really cool? Is if, so I think I have like an example of it. Let's see. I have this song I'm working on at the moment. So for the first drop, like when your drop hits, you hear the like crashes and shit. And I think it makes the impact really cool, but I think for like the first drop is if you stripped everything out and like still had the energy going into it like that and just had no impacts. I think that would fit so well, like no impact on that first one. Keep it for the second one. But keep the energy on the build and just strip out and just have the chords and bass do the energy for you. But apart from that, man, I think it's really cool. I'm assuming the second drop's the same. But I'd keep the impacts on the second drop, but... I personally really like the vocal chops. I don't know if you want to change them, but I think they're really cool. I think you've got to have a bit of repetitiveness to them. Make them, you know, like so people can remember them. That's awesome. I love that new pop style you're doing. I remember you sent me a demo ages ago. Or it might have been... I think you sent it to me. It was a collab. And it was like that kind of like grow up style, and it was really fucking cool. Like the lead was really sick. Are you still, if you know what I'm talking about, are you still working on that? It was a collab with, I can't remember who it was with, but it was really cool. Okay, Justin Bieber Intentions.
Picture perfect perfect, you don't need no filter. Boy, just make 'em drop dead, you a killer. Shower you with all my attention.
I like these guitars,
Yeah,
man.
these are my only intentions. Stay in the kitchen cooking up, get your own bread.
Let's go, Clubhead.
Heart full of equity, you're an asset.
Take care, Naren. See you later, man.
Don't need no mentions. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Shout out to your mom and dad for making you. Staying in the kitchen, they did a great job raising you. When I create,
I like those mute guitars, bro.
the kind of smile that makes the news.
We lost the latest version, man. Oh, shit. That was so sick. Oh, hang on. Wait, what the fuck? Wow. And that's awesome.
Can't nobody throw shade on your
That short drop. Just giving us a tease. I did not expect that kind of drop, though.
You got a mean touch, you can't refuse. Need no filter. Boy, just make 'em drop dead, you a killer. Shower you with all my attention. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Stay in the kitchen cooking up, get your own bread.
Oh, shit. Voco. You should definitely release this, man. Is that the plan? That's awesome, though. I did not expect... I love how the drop is so surprising. Like, it doesn't really fit with the breaks, but in a good way, you know? Like, you don't expect that kind of drop to come from it. The fucking picture. Got those plucks. I like these chords, man. I like that filter slowly coming off the chords. Just as a quick thing before the drop hits, I don't ever listen to this. Like, I'm assuming it's like Alan Walker style, so I'm not really familiar with it. But those little glitches are cool, man. Why is this one never going to be released? This bit is my favorite part. Hang on. This little stop-start here bit. But like all the reverb stripped as well. That's really cool. My first ever psytrance. I don't have a clue what psytrance is, by the way. Let's go for it though. It's like gurn music. I feel like this is what Kevin from Summer Sounds listens to in a club. You know? Honestly, I have no idea what kind of feedback to give on this, man. I don't really know what it is. It's not my kind of thing, but... Is this like an actual type of music then? Psytrance? Does anyone else listen to this kind of music in the chat? Or like, have heard this kind of music before? Is this like the drop or the intro? Because it's a thick intro if it's an intro. Bro, have we got the thickest intro ever, or was this like a constant drop? Bro, I honestly have no idea, to be fair. The chat's laughing, so I'm assuming I've missed something, or like you all listen to this kind of music and I have no idea. I honestly don't know what Psytrance is. This is rave, instance. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, get your gun on, kind of thing. I feel like you'd have to drop a few E's to actually like get onto that, you know. Send us the Deji on stream. Really? I like this. Wait, I think I listened to this before. I've heard this, haven't I? I'm sure I recognise this. Wait, have I heard this before? Have you sent this to me, or has this been privated? No. About Kevin. Oh. Lit when you're drunk on a festival. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And so I'm sure I've heard this, bro. That progressive house. I like that bass line as well. When you're fucked on ecstasy. Yeah. That's cool. I'm sure I've heard that. That song is out, yeah. Made this in 1 hour. You definitely have the most music out of everyone, Anson. I don't know what you're talking about. One more song. You have so much music. Uptown funk kind of vibe. Can have some cool chords to it. Okay. Oh shit, okay. Oh shit, man, that's awesome. You and Atro should hop on a song together. That's such a sick bass line. I know you're going to crush these vocals as well. Mate, your chords are always amazing. Oh mate, I'm so gassed to hear your vocal on this. Send it to me when you get your vocal down. I bet it's going to sound awesome. Atro, get on this, man. Get on this with him. You made that in an hour? Jesus, man. Collab, bro. Yeah, this guy is talented, dude. Bro, that's mad. Subway, the best footlong you'll ever have. Oh, I think Ben's gone. Shit. Bruv, your artwork, man. Fuck. So good. Wait, is Ben still here? Yeah, man, I can't send me the link when you get your vocals down. Send me the link. Okay, I don't know if Ben's still here. Mate, I love those claps you got in there. Sound design's cool as well. Mate, we should collab on this, I think. Where did you make this song? I bet you made it somewhere cool. Ben with that clean mix. That's so clean. Yeah, Ben, collab? Collab, bro. Mate, that is so clean. I love the vocal chops here. That's awesome. Man, the memories. Yo, Axel, you gonna do him like this? Oh, man. Axel, you gonna do him like this? Are you gonna do him like this? Should I tell him what this is, or should we just keep it a secret? I don't know. Shush, Lance. Yeah, Ben's so talented, man. You wouldn't know if Ben's talented or not because he doesn't release music, but his IDs are really good. A lot of you probably thought he retired, but no, he still does make music. That Axel intro. By the way, I didn't send this to anyone. These are all my plays, Axel. I'm just listening to it on repeat for a bit. Okay, so I'm just going to say like a little bit. There's only 17 people here. So me and Axel are starting a duo for like electro melodic. We've got like quite a few songs now. And this is one that Axel's working on. So it's kind of like a mix between like electro, sort of melodic. You'll kind of hear how it sounds. But yeah, I'm quite excited about it. So sick, man. I'm so excited for this. Imagine how much work it is to try and keep my fucking hand down. Bruv, so much work to keep my hand down then. It wants to rise and start Aviciiing all over the place. That's fire. So good. You're a genius, man. Hang on, let me just catch up with the chat. This game, all my stuff goes into the unreleased file. Axel stuff makes me feel so happy. Axel makes me feel a kind of way, you know. No homo, he just makes me feel a kind of way. Avicii that hand. Go on. When that bass comes in. Reminds me of Closer. Yeah, man. What happened to Closer? I fucking loved Closer. They just absolutely smashed it and then just vanished. Okay. Is that the right one? Hang on. Axel, you fucking legend. You smashed it.
Did a full 180.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Crazy.
Did not expect that.
Thinking about the way I was.
Mate, Axel constantly makes me gay with his music. All the time.
Did the heartbreak change me? Maybe. But look at where I ended up. I'm all good already, so moved on. It's scary. I'm not where you left me at all.
This side account is going to be awesome, I think, man. I reckon.
If you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now.
Oh, fuck. Mate, you sold me on the vocal chops. Oh, shit. Is that like a deep house bass? Bro. Yeah, Axel started it. That's true.
I'm all good already, so moved on. It's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. If you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me,
Axel's slid MDMs fast.
don't come out, don't start caring about me.
So, is this, Chiari? Is that how you say it? Is this the project for your funk, or is your funk under Atro? Listen to the last drop. Okay.
Believe that anything could stop me. Don't show up, don't come out.
Yeah, that energy.
Don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Walk away.
Mate, your stuff's awesome. It is really cool. Just kicking up all those projects. Mesto. Okay. New name for new style. Okay. So mysterious with your picture, man. Okay, yeah, I watched this stream, Axel. How fucking fire was this song when he drops it? Is it out yet, do you know? Like, because I fucking love this ID. Hey, man, that's fire. Oh, mate, I love that. I really want to. Is it out? Not out yet? Mate, that's mad. If you make the full thing, send me, because I like that so much. I just want to have that version of it. Like any version I'll take. Do you remake that just all from here, Axel? Okay, so tempo booster with 2 key changes. Oh shit, okay. What do you use for your synths, Tom? Your synths always sound so full and like vibrant. Or is that how you mix them? Like they always sound so happy. Oh, I get the name now. Okay. Yeah, that key change is smooth. It sounded like you automated it. I like those vocal chops. I love that piano outro. I could listen to that piano outro all day. Yo, okay. Let's go. Old demo. Shit, 2 years ago. Oh, fuck. We're going old school, okay. Your intro is always so good. Oh, fuck. I love this one, mate. I love this one. Axel, sell this to Kevin for like his for his summer. Oh, what they called? He has that like series he does where he like buys songs off people, and he releases them like as a summer sound song. That's wasted just sitting on your SoundCloud in private, man. Send me a link of that so I can download it. Oh, you're doing a remix for the Midnight. Oh, it's an old one? Fuck, I remember making that logo for you, man. That's time ago now.
Steady breeze, and though I was falling out, follow her anywhere. The sky turned grey and the flash flood wanted you smile when she took my hand. She kissed my lips and the rain came pouring, swore I heard a marching band. Hanging out of the third-story window, oh, you were a sight to see.
This is vibey, man. Driving music. Oh shit, I remember this now. You're fucking arps, man. You're welcome, Atro. You're welcome, man. Wingman in you into that collab like that. I got you. Axel came in with the fuck sleep. Ed, this is your kind of shit, man, isn't it? Did you ever release this, Axel? Probably not, because you never released anything. To be fair. Got this funky stuff as well. Shit, I don't follow you, man. Driver music, yeah, that was driver music, wasn't it? I love those little like reverse or like pitched basses that come in. Are you going this sort of like funk way then? Is this what you're heading towards, man? I want like your song with Edgar, I want like a part 2 of that kind of drop. That was so unique. I love that drop on that song. If you want to call it a drop, more like a chorus. It was so sick. I love how Axel just drops like 2-year-old bangers in the chat and everyone just loves them. Oh shit, here we go. Mate, you're good at this shit. Mate, it's a month old. Why is there no singing on this yet? I love that kick. The kick you used is awesome. It fits so well. It kind of has that sort of acoustic sound, but it like feels kind of electronic the way it hits. Personally, I would just change the piano for something a little bit more vibrant. That's just personal opinion, though. It doesn't sound bad, it's just, I think it would fit better. Do you play your guitars in your songs, man? Or are they samples? This stuff is cool. Is that what you're heading towards now? Like I've recorded some vocals. Just been feeling funky lately. Actually, Axel, how it works is everything Axel touches is amazing. And then I just touch it a little bit. That's usually what happens. He sends me the amazing stuff. I'm just going to do these last 3 ones and then I'm going to head off. Okay, collab with Con. Okay.
All we have is one night for us. All I want to feel is your touch and your love around me.
Oh fuck, that's sick, man. I'll try and get them vocals to pop out a little bit more. I think they're kind of getting a little bit lost. Or turn the piano down slightly maybe. Your pianos sound amazing. Shut the fuck up, he's lying. Mate, you know you're the genius. It's a big song, man. Are those original vocals? See you later, Axel, man. Send me that project tomorrow if you got time. If you got time. Oh, we got one demo. Trash Gang. Oh shit, we got this one. Okay. I love that artwork. Are we going to tell them or not? Thanks, bro. Those jumpy, bouncy hats, man. You can't help but just bop, you know? Mate, that kick roll. I love the way the kick and the 808 bounce off each other. Mate, Loki, you've been grinding. I can tell you've been grinding this out. Like, because your mix is getting so much better on this stuff. Like, that kick pattern is fucking cool. Mate, I thought it was coming as well. I thought it was coming. No need yet. It's early days still. Early days. Okay. I know you're going to watch back, man, so I'll listen to this so when you watch it back, you can see. Yo, I love that art. I love that art. This is my kind of intro, man. Oh fuck! I remember this one. I love this. I love this ID. I'm glad you're still working on it. Mate, I love this. You gotta finish. You've been working on this for ages. You gotta finish that up, man. I would change that crowd, like the children crowd, into like an actual like arena crowd. And personally, I would just make the lead come right out the filter all at once. And I'd try and get a bit more highs on that snare, I reckon, as well. A bit more crispy. Yeah, I love that idea, though. You know I love that idea. Patolo is NX confirmed. Yeah, that ARP is mad, isn't it? His ARP is so good. And your intros are sweet though. I love these intros. You set the scene really well. Those strings coming in. Man, I made that bass really mono. I think, get it really mono. I like it would drive more then. Again, the ARP is so sick. Good night, bro. I won't get infected. Take care, man. Mate, that's vibey. That's why I'll just mono that bass. I think it would just make the whole thing sound so much cleaner. I like those chords. Those chords are really cool. Yeah, the ambience is awesome. Man, your intros are really cool. I feel those stabby chords coming. Yeah, I agree actually. The mid bass should be stereo for sure. Oh mate, this is mad. I love that one. I honestly preferred the drop without the vocal chops, man. You know, just let like the synths do the talking. Yeah, I think it's better without the vocal chops. I don't think it needs them. That's sick. I love that one. It's a melodic house. I love the melody and the chords. The sound sounds really cool as well. I think the percussion is what's letting the drop down for me. I think the percussion kind of feels like it's just floating around in there, you know? The kick punches through nicely though. It's quite a unique melody actually. I haven't heard a melody like that. But I just think that percussion just needs like cleaning up. Because like you can tell it's there, but it's all kind of blurred into one. If that makes sense. In my opinion anyway. Okay. Mate, your intros are great. See ya, take care, man. After this song, I just want to play something I worked on today. I played it at the start of the stream. I'm going to play it again. I just want if you guys could like, give a little bit of feedback in the chat. See what you think about it. Again, bro, I think the chords and the melody and the sound design are all really cool. I do think it's like the drums and the percussion that's letting it down. It just does sound like a bit muddy to me, like all the percussion. Like as you can tell, there's like a ride and a clap all there and stuff, but it just kind of like it's blurred into one. I think maybe your kick is like a little bit long as well. Try shorten your kick a little bit. maybe. But that's cool though. All your songs are cool. You're making quite a bit of music at the moment, which is really sweet. Like if anyone doesn't mind just giving like some thoughts on this, because it's a little bit different. I'd hope it would get vocals as well. More on the idea, like I only made it today, so I haven't really mixed it in properly. Just like the idea. So it'd have vocals all the way through. Thanks, Melvin. Thanks, Ab. Yeah, like, I kind of think the like pop rock drums kind of sound pretty cool on the, and then like the hip hop drums in the break. I don't know, they're kind of different. But I think with vocals it would sound pretty cool. The lead singer for Good Charlotte. Right, do you guys like these kind of drums, or do you think they're like a bit much? Yeah, thanks Melvin, thanks Ben. Thanks Impiv. I know, I wanted to try and make something. It's hard to get like an electric guitar, so I just try to make it more ambient. But I don't know if the drums are a bit too like aggressive for it. Thanks, guys. But you think it could be good? I think maybe a girl vocal on it would be pretty cool. Also, like I've got this one with Axel. Like if anyone wants to give some sort of feedback on this one. The drums are dope. Thanks, bro. You reckon melodic bit at the end? I could try melodic at the end, yeah, for sure. Thanks, boys. Remind me tomorrow, actually, I'll send. Yeah, bro, still alive. This is another one for like the like a melodic electro duo with Axel. Like, and also, like, which drop do you prefer? Like, the melodic one coming up or the first one with the vocal chop? Ben, my man, thank you. The fuck is this? Thanks, Truman. I think I did everyone's demos. I think. Oh no, we've got one more. I'll do this last demo and then I'm going to head off. Some from another song. The vocal chop is not some from another song, it's just a spliced vocal chop. So they obviously got it from the same place. Yeah, melodic part. Yeah, I like the melodic part. Yeah, vocals are from Splice. I love this percussion, man, like the claps. Ooh, that little melody coming in. You know, I mean, what's harder, writing an instrumental or writing a vocal? Thanks, boys. Oh, we got some like dance pop shit. Hey, this is cool. This is vibey. Are you gonna finish this one up? I think you should switch to the snare or clap out. Either for like a trap kind of sound or one that hits like a little bit harder. Because it's got a long tail, but I don't think it hits hard enough when it comes in. Vocal writing is hard, yeah. Personally, I'd say both. Yeah, this is sick, isn't it? Lyrics is matching to melody, isn't? Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for coming to the stream. I'll do another one soon. I'll try and give a bit more notice before I do them in the future. Like, I know I gave a day's notice today, but I'll try and do like a little bit more, so that everybody gets a chance to try and come in if they want to watch. And like, I'll maybe do a poll of what people want to see. Like, maybe you'd want to see me produce, but I think that'd be a little bit boring. But anyway, I'll do if you follow me on Instagram, I'll do a post next time, like a poll, and see what people want me to do. So anyway, thank you for coming. Peace.